Hey guys, Valmir here at Elite Fireworks Super Center answering an awesome question on these bad boys, okay? Well, actually, artilleries in general. So what we want to answer for you guys is what are the top 10 artillery shells that we would recommend to you guys for this upcoming fireworks season? Because as you guys do know, I think artilleries are very important when it comes to your fireworks extravaganza, okay? So let's get to it, okay? So of course, before we go into the top 10 countdown, I want to make sure to kind of like give you a little bit of explanation ahead of time and rules that I'm setting for this based on recommendation. So number one, I want to take into consideration previous sales. So if there's items that I think that are going to do well this season based on a proven record on previous sales, because of course there's a lot of good shells that we have over the years that we keep and we constantly get them over and over because they are fan favorites and people love them, right? Now, another thing that I want to consider is, of course, price. Because at the end of the day, guys, price is very important because nowadays, even for us, like we have shells that are almost $200 just because the shipping cost and we buy them domestically, it doesn't make sense, which we'll talk about that a little bit more later on. But other thing that I want to recommend, now this is not just a canister. As you guys do know, we do have the largest canister selection in the nation, over 130 canisters total once everything is in before the season, right? But I'm not talking about just canisters. This is artillery shells in general. So we are going to recommend you some of the ball shells as well. So let's get to it. The first one that I want to recommend, so this is I guess number 10 that I recommend that's going to do really well, and I highly recommend. In the cheap price range, there's American Chief, guys. I highly recommend this one. It's a 12 ball shells, okay? So you get 12 different shells. Now let's just get this out. So I believe it's 6 unique effects, so you get 2 of each. So as you can see here, let me just zoom in real quick. So these are some of the effects that you get. So you get 6 different effects, but you also, so you're getting on a small ball shell, ring effects. Of course, the ponies, which are a little bit more simple, but the ring effects is the main reason why I really want to recommend these, just because there's not a lot of ball shells that you do see the ring effect. And something that I like about it is you get the tails to breaks. So that's very unique. Of course, you have some of the basics, the festival balls and whistling artilleries. If you're on a tight budget, this one I recommend is number 9. So the very cheap budget, because there's 3 price range. You have the very small 6-pack artillery shells. You have the mid-range that we have over there. But then we also have the canisters, right? So for the cheap version, I highly recommend this one from, well, this is actually Raccoon Fireworks. So this is a new product. It's a sub-brand of Raccoon, so it's called Mania. Now, as far as the packaging, it comes in this, it doesn't look as nice as in a box like these, but guys, quality-wise, highly recommend it. And this is actually one of the cheapest artilleries that we have. I don't have the exact price here because right now, we are still working. We just got a fresh paint in our store, so we have not put everything in, but it is on our website. So whenever you see this video, you will be able to search this item and see, but it's, I believe it should be around like 15 bucks, 14 bucks maybe, I don't know, or maybe even cheaper, honestly. But anyway, this is number 9 that I'd recommend. And same thing with this one, it has that tail effect. So again, similar to American Chief, it's very unique because for these, you know, small budget range, you really do not tend to see some very nice effects that fell off. Of course, we do have a lot of options if you guys want different ones, as I will go ahead and showcase here. But that's my number 9. Okay, number 8. So we are going to move to some canisters now. Okay, number 8 that I recommend is from Pyro Diablo. It is the Big Daddy 5-inch canister. So very awesome canister indeed. We've shot this one and it is very nice, guys. So in most stores, so if you are able to find this in a local store, that of course I know a lot of you guys are not going to be able to make it to Elite because we have people who follow us all over the nation, and unfortunately we're one store in Houston, Texas that can only sell seasonally. So of course you're not going to be able to make it. So if there is some recommendation that you like here from, and then you can buy in other stores, that's all good. But anyway, Big Daddy is of course a 5-inch canister, and I do not want to put a huge influence on how many inches the shells is. If you guys watch one of our previous videos, it doesn't matter, guys. It's gimmicks. It doesn't matter. 60 gram is 60 gram. Matter of fact, a lot of fireworks actually, they don't even fill their shell 60 grams. That's why there's some bad ones that we refuse to carry here. But anyway, getting off topic. But yeah, number 8 is Big Daddy 5-inch canister. So 24 loud shells. It is a loud shell, but unfortunately we have way too many good shells here that it, you know, I don't plan on putting on a bigger list. Now as far as this one, because we do have about 60 of them in stock from the back. So I believe we had a total of 15 cases, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 4-1. So we do have quite a bit, but of course, as you guys do see, that's all we put in there because we cannot give each brand, each product, we cannot give so much real estate because we like to have a lot of variety, okay? So up next, I don't like it, but I'm just gonna put it in the top 10 that it's gonna sell. Which, well, actually, this is my recommendation. So you know what? I'm actually just gonna say this is gonna sell because it has a name and a lot of people buy that, but there's probably 50 shells that we have that are way better than this one. It is the #1 in the world as far as sales, and that is because, of course, Jake's is everywhere, and it's a product that you see everywhere, right? Like for instance, our Hydra Bomb, you're not gonna find it barely. There's a few places only, right? Same thing with the Pyro Diablo item. You're not gonna find it everywhere, so it's a little bit different. Okay, so number 7. So, because I want to go with my recommendations, I'm not going to go just on sales, because even at Elite Fireworks, we don't sell as much compared to other products, but we do sell quite a bit as well. But anyway, I got to go with Geforce. This is a classic one from Winda Fireworks. Now, guys, if you know anything about Winda, you do know that they do make quality fireworks. So another good one that they have, of course, is Neon Beef. I am not putting this in the top 10, because although it is a very good mine effect canister, we do have some better mine effects that I would recommend, but very nice one. So that's number 7. Number 6, I have to give it to something that is actually produced by Spirit of 76, and it's actually this one. So, well, let me show you guys the front. So this is actually the best of Taco Pyrotechnics. So this is a very nice sub-brand within Spirit of 76, guys. So of course, a lot of Spirit of 76 stuff, you guys can get it throughout the nation. So that's why I want to recommend this one, because it's actually very good. So you get a mix of 6 shots of mammoth shells, 6 shots of ring shells, so the Ringmaster. You get the platinum shells, which is a lot of plums with multiple colors, and then the Nishiki bombs, which is a lot of golden nishikis with different effects, okay? So I have to give it to that one. So that's number 6. Number 5, as much as I want to give number 5 rank to the special effect ring shell from Naka Collection, I actually have to give it to the brother item, which is, this one is made by Winkle Fireworks. So this is Japanese style artillery shells used for marketing, of course, but it's made in China, because everything nowadays is made in China, but is Japanese inspired, right? As you guys see it here. Anyway, so this is the Naka Collection. Similar to the Taco, that one has different effects. Same with this one, but this one has different effects. So you get 6 neon shells, 6 Nashiku Kamaru effects, so that's something that they have in common. You get 6 double breaks and 6 tail to break. Very awesome. For instance, if you want to have multiple effects all in one, highly recommend it. It's very good. And if you actually have the money as a bonus, get the Naka Collection with all those 6 effects. And then if you want to get the ring effects, you buy the special effects box, right, from the Naka Collection. So pretty awesome. Then that way you'll have 30 shells of 6 different shells each, right? So that is number 5, okay? Number 4, I have to go to the 5-inch Black Cat artillery shell, okay? Now, this one needs no introduction. It's a top of the line artillery shell. Of course, It's 60 grams like every other shell. Well, I can't say every other shell because guys, actually a lot of shells, and they don't really fill them. There's a lot of classified 60 grams that are not really fully 60 grams, but that's for another video. But anyway, for this one, what I like about it, so you get a mix of 12 and 12 different shots. So you get 12 shots of premium tails and 12 shots of mines. So you get a mine to break, and then you get a tail to break. So very nice. It doesn't whistle or anything like that, but that's number 4, okay? Number 3. Now, you can call me a little bit biased, but I have to give it to Jinja Shell. Now, as I mentioned this earlier, what we're taking into consideration is price, how much we sell of them, and quality, okay, as well. So when you look at those things, this shell, there's a reason why I put it number 3. As far as Nishiki Kamaru effects, now these are some of the best Nishiki effects you'll see in the market. Now, similar to the Kodo collection that we showed over here by, well, Winkle Fireworks, although I know it's Kodo brand, but it's Winkle Fireworks. And of course, from Spirit of 76, the Taco brand, similar to those where you had 6 shots of Nishiki effect, this one is 24 Nishiki effects, and actually we have some right here because we shoot a lot of samples, but this is the inside box that we had. So that, and then that's the sleeve right here, and then this is the whole shell kit. So for instance, as you can see, so 24 shells, approximately 250 feet high. These are some of the effects that are combined with the Nishiki effects, because something that we do, so for instance, you get all the willows, but it's a mixed with like ponies and crackle and so on, because of course, guys, you do not want to have the same effect over and over. Now, as far as the front of the box, this is it. This one I highly recommend it because price point, this is one of our cheapest shells that we have in store. If you buy this case, guys, they come under $100 per per shell kit. So each shell kit under $100. So highly recommend like maybe buying the case. Individually, I think we are selling this for $120. Again, I might be off by a bit on price, but that's a very good deal given the prices have gone up, and there are some shells that are over, a lot of companies are selling shells $175 to $250 each, okay? Number two, I have to give it to this one, guys. This is the Sonic shell from Fox Fireworks. This is a sub-brand of Winkle Fireworks. However, though, guys, this shell, not only it has this awesome material that feels very unique, so I love the packaging. It feels very rich and it's very vibrant in color, but hands down, guys, take my word for it, these are the best whistling tail effects shells out there. So you get a whistling tail to break, 24 shots, amazing. That's all I have to say. It's loud, it's powerful, and it's amazing. And then of course we got to go to number 1, okay? So before we go to number 1 though, as I mentioned, I had to take into consideration a lot of these factors when it comes to artilleries and in general. Now, we do have some artilleries, for instance, that we are getting, and they are still not here from, actually they're coming out of Nevada from Outlaw Pyro, so we're going to get some of their stuff. Great shells. Again, based on what I've seen on videos and recommendation from people in the Pyro community. However, though, price point, guys, those are going to be some of our most expensive shells because, believe it or not, guys, we ordered 1 pallet and the shipping cost is ending up being 25% of the total cost. Now, the folks at Outlaw Pyro, they gave us good deal on the shells, but the shipping kills us because of the location. Because guys, if you want to get those shells, you will not find them nowhere else near Texas beside Elite Fireworks. So they're going to be premium shells. So that's why I did not put them in the top 10 in this list, but maybe that can change in the future after we try the shells, okay? But because at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense. A lot of places you spend that $175 to $250 per shell kit, which is a 24 pack. It doesn't make sense when you can get something under $100 with the Elite Fireworks product. Not only do we make good ones, but of course, you got to look the overall, and that leads us to the best of the best, is the Hydra Bomb. Now this is our baby. We do make other shells. We do have Double Eagle coming in, which is going to be amazing. We do have Falcon Heavy. We do have Ginger Shell. We do have new shells that are in the process that we're making. But guys, if you want the best legal shell in the market, hands down, is the Hydra Bomb. If you want to make noise and hear cars alarms go off, get the Hydra Bomb. There's a reason our customers, when they shop at Elite Fireworks, this is a must to your basket. So you can get other shells, whatever, but you got to get a Hydra in the basket. It's now this would be the third season that we're selling the Hydra Bomb. First season, we had 400 cases, all sold out. Second season, we doubled our inventory, well, more than double. We had 900 cases. We sold about 820 cases. So we are just 80 of them off. This season, we have 1,200 cases. We expect the demand to increase. However, though, we don't expect to sell out. So that's the good news. So ton of them. And if you can afford it, save and get the Hydra Bomb case. Matter of fact, we did run a special on these. So be on the lookout on our social media, because we always run sometimes special. $199 for the case. Regular price, we're selling the case right now for $299. So it was $100 off if you bought the case. We run it as a Memorial Day special. But this one, it was a timed special. But either way, at $299 with new prices increase in Texas, you know, where you're paying so much more, like elsewhere, you're going to get 3 24 packs for like $500-$600, which is ridiculous. So you are saving, and of course we still count that towards our bonus program. Matter of fact, anything that you saw here, we counted towards our bonus program. So on top of that, more free fireworks. But there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this top 10 recommendation. It's a little bit of a longer video, but I wanted to go in details just so you guys know exactly why I'm recommending this product, what's the reason, and what I like for it. Either way, whether you pick any of these 10 or not, there's a lot of good shells that we have available, and there's a lot of good shells that I did not even recommend yet, just because there's just so much, right? So until next time, we will see you guys right here on our YouTube channel. Bye-bye.